DOC night. Shout out to the Dub Shack. Our prayers are with you and your family. Let's move on to something else, Lonzo, that I would love your opinion on. This is one of those stories that popped out to me, and I think it's kind of awesome, and it deals with AI. Hear me out. The DOC is creating a new album using AI with his old voice. Now, before I get your opinion, Lonzo, I want to play a clip also to get your opinion. To give everyone a quick background of the DOC, he was the man back in the day. Lyrically, he was next up. He was the man. He had a unfortunate alcohol problem, and he got behind his motorcycle, I do believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It was a car. Thank you for correcting me. So he got into his vehicle, and unfortunately, he was in a bad accident, and it literally destroyed his voice. And that's why when he talks now, he has a certain type of voice. But DOC was a man. He was next up. He would have been that person. But I'm going to play a 1-minute clip, Lonzo, of this news story of the DOC recording an album with AI, thanks to his close friend, Fab Five Freddy.
DOC isn't giving up on reclaiming his voice, a shot he got thanks to an old friend.
Fab Five Freddy asked me if I would be interested in building an album using AI technology.
I just felt it was a no-brainer for somebody like him to have an opportunity to kind of bring some music to the world.
Fab Five Freddy connected Curry to the AI company Suno.
The world ain't ready for this. That's the closest one.
And its CEO, Michel'le.
We're teaching the machine what Doc used to sound like.
We witnessed the early stages in Dallas.
When this thing happens, it sounds like a real me.
Curry will record music, and Suno will use his voice from older songs to make it match what he sounded like before the accident.
Aren't there ethical issues here? Of course, I think this one is a slam dunk. Letting Doc recreate the voice that he has in his head that he's not been able to get out there for the last 35 years. I can think of no better use of this technology.
Talk to me, Lonzo. What are your thoughts, man?
I think it's fantastic, man. I think it's fucking fantastic. Doc is a good dude, man. I told you, of all the interviews that I've ever done, he and I got so engulfed in the conversation, I fucking forgot to push record. We just started talking, dude, and 2 hours passed by, and I'm like, where the fucking... I couldn't even call him and tell him. I couldn't even tell him. I talked to him eventually and told him about it. We laughed about it, but dude, that is fantastic, man. That's like seeing somebody get some prosthetic legs or something, dude, or you know, a picture with a bionic arm or some shit. You know, just to see somebody have a chance to display their talent. Because Doc writes for everybody. He writes for Dre. He wrote with Cube. He wrote for Eazy. Was it Eazy? No, he wrote for Dre. He wrote for a lot of people. Don't start me in the line. He wrote for a lot of people, and he's a prophetic writer. He's one of the best in the game, and to see him have a chance to create something with his in his own voice is going to be great. Like my man said, he's gonna cut 2 lines, and he's gonna cut 2 lines to get that whatever it is. He's gonna cut 2 lines to get that music.
Yeah, I think that's pretty amazing, man. If there's any good use for AI, I think we just found it, because this is the first one I could think of.
Yep, that's a great use.
Facts. Yeah. Well, let's move on, man. There's a lot I want to talk about tonight.